Okay. If I had a flat tire, would you A, help?
This is how I went.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That'll be a throw. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. And it's been given away. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And now he has two. Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that has been cleared. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Palmer. Palmer! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gerrard. Well read, nice interception. No, that's been intercepted. Mosquera cuts out the pass. And here's Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. No way through there. He's played him through. And that's a superb... Big chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
A case now of complete... Yamal! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And it's Iniesta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gerrard. And here's Yamal. Here it is, crossed in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
It's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
So off we go once more. So 45 minutes to turn it round. Julie providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, shooting chance! He's kept it out just.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And now they can spring out of defence.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe. Courtois deals with it effortlessly. Baresi calmly anticipates. The message is clear, none shall pass. Van Bouten cuts it out. Iniesta. Palmer. And here's Mbappe. And the shot!
The attendance for this match was 72,306. Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Torres can get it clear.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Batistuta. And he's straight offside. Manchester United take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Isak, Griezmann. And he's surging through. Decent hit! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's gone loose. And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's shifting through the gears here. Kimmich. Isak. Terrific header! And he's straight offside.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
No, he's not getting past him there. Mbappe. And it's Messi. And here's Isak. Now it's Neymar. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found the way through. Tries to get it clear. And they're back on the ball again.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Roberto Carlos.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He's found a way through. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Has a go! And it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And there was... Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have already started here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Works it forward. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. The unmistakable figure of the brilliant Lionel Messi. 3 times he's conquered Europe, Jim. The first of those back in 2009.
Rome, he was excellent throughout. Not just in the final, Peter, but over the course of the whole tournament. He so deserved to be on the score sheet that night.
And it came with a header. You didn't expect that, a loopy header over the keeper. You thought at one stage it wasn't going to reach the net, but it did, and we never doubted him.
The shortest player on the pitch beating one of the tallest goalkeepers around at the time.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Sporting with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Roberto Carlos gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Neatly clipped into space. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Dixon, shifted upfield.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Yamal. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's in on goal. He's in. Great hit. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. And the shot's on here. And now they can clear their lines. And they're back on the ball again. Bellingham. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That's headed upfield. Dembele is in a really good position out wide. Haaland. Nice. He's had a hit! And he's done it!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when you...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Batistuta. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Fabinho. Haaland. Messi. Very much a man of this moment. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Sporting have their second corner now. Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
The attendance for this match was
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
98.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It shot a goal! No mistake! And this is getting better and better. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he...
It's Drogba! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Drogba deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Heads it! And it's in! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Baresi spots it and intercepts.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game. Manchester United showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's there to get it away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Iniesta. Coming on to replace him is...
And it's Messi.
22.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. And he's lost his man here. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Van Balten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi. Rice. He can get that clear. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margin... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And here's Mbappe. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant.
Belts one! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Roberto Carlos. Referee's given a throw. Now the finish! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Batistuta. He could be... Drogba! Goal! Manchester United!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He can run onto that. Can he get away here? Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Oh, what has happened here? Ljungberg! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He has done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Ljungberg goes searching with that cross. Cleared away. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Gently done. Iniesta. That is a great pick out. And that is a little undercooked. He rises! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
That is good alertness. And it's gone back to the keeper. Diogo Costa punts it upfield. And it's Iniesta. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! No mistake! Two up and threatening to pull clear. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Oh, here's a chance! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Iniesta. Roberto Carlos. Played into space out wide.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No, that's been intercepted. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Cross goes in there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Aktakolu. Oh, that's well spotted. Fabinho. And that's really well manoeuvred. Looking here to chip it through. He has found the way through. Yamal! And again! And more, and more, and more! And they are cruising away! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Manchester United grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Batistuta. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! He's got himself an absolute peach. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Heads it! And he's there to belt it away. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is what good chemistry is all about.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first.
To replace him is number 8. Bukayo Saka.
Mbappe is there to clear. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that's played in low. Drogba! And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
He won't be happy with that one. Saka. Now it's Drogba. No, he's had it taken off him. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Danger averted for now. Serginho. Ljungberg! Serginho. Saka. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Drogba. Saka is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's had a hit! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Number 20, Didier Drogba. Number 5, Fabinho. Coming on the field, number 10, Neymar. Number 2, Rice.
Manchester United making consecutive changes here. Well, now this is some substitution. Almost surreal, you've got to feel.
Well, just listen to the reception, Peter. I think that says everything.
Neymar. Mbappe. Well, that pass isn't the best. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mbappe. And that has been cut short. Neymar. Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Beckenbauer with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have already started here. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. And he's there to belt it away. Throw in. Can he finish? Oh, that's a fine interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed. And the shot! Mbappe. First quarter of an hour gone. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And that has been clubbed away. Van Bouten. Now who's going to be first to this? Iniesta providing an outlet on that flank. Caught offside that time. Looking for the runner. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Played into space out wide.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Climbs up big! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Stood up well to him there. Alexander-Arnold. Nice bit of trickery. Great ball if he can get there. Drogba! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Moved on forwards. Iniesta. Batistuta. Bellingham. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Alexander-Arnold deals with that comfortably. Fabinho. He shifted it to the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Alexander-Arnold trying to keep this in.
1 minute added time.
Alexander-Arnold. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get...
It's Salah! He's got away with one there. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Drogba. Oh, important interception. Pedri. And he was quick to react. Alexander-Arnold. And that could set him on his way. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Replace him is number 8. Bukayo Saka.
No, there's no sort of quality on that. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Manchester United are... Drogba! He's scored!
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Bellingham. And it's Salah. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And now they can clear their lines. Beckenbauer. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Baresi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is... Shapes to shoot! They've scored! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them all.
There's the hit! That is decidedly lacking.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And he's quick to snatch it back.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's a nicely measured pass. He has found the way through. Lovely feet. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's come back out to him. They are rampant. And they are cruising away.
After
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Number 11.
Looking for the run.
Stuta. Coming on the field.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Neymar.
Quality ball.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Saka. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And a header! He has done it! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Manchester United pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness.